Joining us from the airport, this next man had an incredible moment on the Dana White Contender Series yesterday, winning via KO and going straight into the UFC. You know him from Team CKB. Navajo Stirling joins us from the airport. Navajo, I imagine waking up this morning would have been pretty sweet after what you did yesterday.
Yeah, bro. I was barely able to sleep, to be honest. Yeah, happy I'm finally in.
I mean, I know that for a while you sort of manifested this scene. You said to me that you wanted to, go out there and impress Dana White, but take me into it, man. Like, what did it actually feel like for you? Flying over to Vegas, getting ready to walk out, and then walking out into that octagon. Was it everything that you sort of imagined it would be?
Yeah, no, definitely. It was no biggie. It just felt like exactly like my dreams did, I'd visualize like everything, from them saying my name in their American accent and, just the whole production. They were trying to like check to see if I was used to cameras, and they're like, you got to get used to this camera stuff. I'm like, brother, I've been doing this, I've been doing this back home. I feel like the Kiwis and all the New Zealand big shows I was on, King of the Ring, Shuriken, even Hicks Auckland. When I was on those shows, it was like I was pretending that was the UFC, from CSN interviews I did, all the filming that they did on me. It's like practice, bro.
Oh, for sure, man. I know last night you went out with the boys. You guys had a dinner and sort of got a chance to take Vegas in. Did you notice a difference straight away, man? Like, did you have some fans approaching you? Did you notice a difference on social media straight away? Like, because I know you've been preparing skill-wise for this moment for a really long time. You've been manifesting the moment, but what's it like from the, now people sort of know your name out there? I know in New Zealand and Australia, you're always a big name, but in America, I imagine there'd be a few people asking for photos and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Like a few people at the hotel, Palace Station, coming up to me and saying, "Oh, bro, I seen the fight, like, man." And it was going. It's on like ESPN MMA. I think it was like number 6 on Sports Center as well. People were sending me like heaps of stuff on that, which was dope. And it's just like, I knew like it was funny because even though I was a favorite, a lot of the American guys obviously picked Phil Latu against me, which was interesting. I think it was just because there was not much tape on me. Like all my tape is on like a streaming service, so you can't really see it on YouTube. So they're just like taking everything for like face value. They're like, oh, all of his opponents are cans, and it's like, what are you meant to do? When all the good guys don't want to fight you, of course you got to fight some of these journeymen and stuff. But some of those guys were still good fighters. I just took it for what it was, bro. And went, I'm gonna be fighting the good guys soon anyway. So that's the whole point, is to get them to hurry up and get past the can so I can fight the good guys in the UFC, right? So yeah.
Yeah, dude. Well, I think it was a pleasant surprise for the American fans who might have not heard about you, but I know down here we were all pumped to see you get your shot. When it comes to fame, right, it's an interesting one. We've seen so many fighters have issues with it when they're younger and stuff. Like, what kind of advice has you, or Israel, or Dan told you about handling the fame side of things? People wanting stuff from you, people trying to get into your inner circle, people trying to kind of latch onto you after you become successful. Like, what kind of advice? Because we've seen that be a downfall with so many fighters in the past.
Yeah, 100%. I've watched so many sports documentaries. They're my favorite. Israel's one, and just seeing like the rise to fame, and I always watch like what these guys did right and what these guys did wrong, in my opinion, and where I feel I can do better at. And there's a lot of things, bro, like that I've picked out myself, and I think Israel and they have kind of seen me like take it on with grace and accept it for what it is, and they didn't really give me too much of their advice. They just kind of like, oh, bro, this guy knows, man. He knows everything, and not everything, but he knows like what he's doing. And I think it's just like a path that I got to like still kind of figure out. But I'm open to it. I'm taking it with big open arms for sure.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be awesome when you get back to New Zealand just to see how excited people are to have you back there, dude. So after the fight was great, obviously you're on your way into the UFC, but did you get a chance to speak to Dana White at all afterwards when the cameras were done, or Hunter Campbell or anyone like that? Did they say anything else to you that we didn't see?
Oh no, it was pretty much just the short thank you and congratulations. He looked like he was pretty busy because they had all the UFC Noche guys there, and
Yeah.
there was so much going on, bro. Like at the Apex Center, like all the media was there. I saw like all the UFC fighters were there, like Kamaru Usman, Aljamain, Sterling, and that. Diego Lopez, all those guys were there, and they said what's up to me, which was pretty cool. And yeah, it's just I just like didn't really get to see him that much, but he got me they gave me I think it was a bottle of I
Was
forgot
it
what the
Hallahead?
whiskey. Yeah,
Oh,
Hallahead.
okay, yeah,
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 they gave
yeah,
me,
yeah.
but they said it was from Dana, so yeah, that was cool. So I got that on my packed away.
Fellas, do you want your grooming routine to be a one and done deal? Well, the days of using the same trimmer for your face and your private parts are over. Thanks to our friends at Manscaped. They're coming up with the ultimate package to keep your hairs trimmed from 12 to 6. Introducing the Beard Balls bundle featuring the Lawnmower 5.0 and the Beard Hedger trimmer for the moneymaker, and another one for the boys downstairs. Get 20% off and free shipping now with the code word submission at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code word submission at manscaped.com. And fellas, real talk. I'm about to talk to you out there, the guys that are about to go on their dates, or the guys that are about to go in the gym, or the guys that are about to just go into work or do whatever life things you need to do. There are certain things you need to do to take care of yourself. Manscaped has you sorted, if you know what I mean. With the 20% off with the code word submission and free shipping today, the Ball and Beard bundle will make sure you accomplish whatever it is you're trying to do out there. What about NordVPN? It is the ultimate VPN out there. To get the best discount off your NordVPN plan, you can go to nordvpn.com/submission. Now, our link will give you an extra 4 months on the 2-year plan. That's right, an extra 4 months. And there's absolutely no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is down below, or of course you go to nordvpn.com/submission. What about NordVPN? You can watch your sporting events, TV shows, films which aren't available by your region by switching your virtual location. You can protect your private data like bank details, passwords, and online identity. You can switch your location anywhere to save money by purchasing cheaper flights, hotels, subscriptions. And what about the threat protection feature that protects you from viruses, malicious malware, and phishing sites? It's the fastest VPN in the world with no buffering or lagging. Premium cybersecurity for the price of a cup of coffee per month. And one NordVPN account can be used up to 10 devices. That's right, 10 devices. Go to nordvpn.com/submission now. Get the deal. Try it risk-free. It's one of the best apps in the game as well. nordvpn.com/submission. Support the show so we can provide more interviews for you throughout the next few months with nordvpn.com and Manscaped now. Now back to the program. What about the reaction of your dad watching the fight? That might be one of my favorite videos. You shared it on your Instagram. What was your reaction to your dad going crazy to that KO win?
Oh, bro, it puts a smile on my face. I always kind of look for like my dad's approval. I think it's just like I've always been like that. That's like the biggest one for me that really hits home. And yeah, seeing him like celebrate like that, like it's crazy. It's like the best feeling ever. I think I watched that video like 100 times over, and all my high school friends that grew up with me and played rugby with me and all the sports we did, he was like that, like from young, so they all like laughed as well, like to see my old man at it again, and going off. So yeah, it was a hard case.
Yeah, shout out to you, Dean, man. I love the celebrations. may there be more to come. Let's talk about the fight, man. Obviously, you landed that beautiful shot and put Phil out. But when you got in there with him, did you see the opening straight away? Did you know, all right, let me set this up? What was your feel from him initially? And when did you know, all right, I have this?
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, all the things that he was showing me was everything that Eugene had told me like to look out for, and I was like far out. We like hit it on the money. We were training on that left hook, left body kick, and just the shoulder roll. And there was a few times, I think earlier I went like, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to go bridge in here, 1-2. And he bounced it off his shoulder. Like, he really, really, like, put his head right deep, which like a lot of kickboxers and guys won't normally do because of obviously the left head kick. You can really put yourself in bad danger, but he went for it. You know, it was one of those rule-breaking shots. And, yeah, I remember, like, committing so hard to it. I was like, oh, shit, I'm about to eat one here. So I, like, really closed my eyes and went to catch it on the face, but just glanced off. So I knew I had to really look out for that, and I started to throw like a change-up jab on the side just to square his head back up and just stop him from really like dipping over. And then yeah, I was like, I noticed the left hook was what was getting me a bit of success. So I just went, oh, you know what? Now we'll put some weight into this hook now and see where he goes. And I didn't actually think I would flatline him like that, but I think my stamina started to wear on him, and I noticed his breathing started to come up higher, which, you know, makes it a lot easier to put these guys away.
Yeah, dude, it was a beautiful combo and such a great performance. I know the world's your oyster right now, dude. You know, you're young, you're now entering the division, and I don't know what the deal is with the UFC. You know, sometimes when it comes to people from the Contender Series or people like yourself who they're super excited about, they like to take it slow and they like to sort of build you up slowly through the promotion. But hey, man, if it was up to you tomorrow, like who would you like to have your first fight against in the 205 division? You know, in the big debut.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like, I'll fight anyone, but fuck, I've actually just been told today I'm already locked in, brother. So I can't
Really, man.
I can't say anything, but yeah, I'm pretty excited. So I've got a name, I've got a date. I think it's all just getting booked through now. So yeah, we're locked in. We're ready to go. UFC debut 2024. I set my eyes on it this year. I told myself I did it, and started from December last year, just going hard with that goal in sight, and we're looking at exactly 1 year ahead. So probably jump in around November, December. Let's go.
Dude, awesome, man. I know you've been working so hard to get in there, so it's nice to see you be able to get in there straight away. Ideally, like, if things go to plan and, you know, this fight goes well, are you one of the guys, like, from CKB that wants to try and fight as much as possible? Like, is it likely we might even see you, like, 3 to 4 times in a year if you stay injury-free and you know, the fights go the way that you hope they will?
100%. That's my goal, is to be in back-to-back. You know, utilize my youth. I think the one thing that obviously a lot of UFC guys, I get like a little upset about, and some guys is like they really don't utilize their time in the sport, and they're coming in and out, big layoffs, and, you know, they really you're losing hype a lot of the time. But my number one priority is always injury-free, and tending to any of my small niggles, you know, because injury could put you out for so long, bro. And that's been my key to my successes. The past 2 years, I've really dialed in on staying injury-free, and I've gone into I actually went into this fight with a few niggles, more than I usually do, but you know, I've fought with half a leg, bro, like straight up. I back myself so much, and yeah, that's the goal, like injury-free, and just more time on the mats. The more time you can be on the mats, the better. Yeah, like I'm not even, I can think of loads of things that I'm not good at to work on. So I'm always happy going back to training.
Dude, that's insane. So you went into this thing with an injury. Not only that, but, you know, you took the fight earlier as well at an opponent change, and you went 100%?
Oh, bro, yeah. I had a staph like two times in like a couple weeks.
Far out.
A month ago, and then when I was finally able to come back to training, I was like going into the deload week to smash out the next 3 weeks leading up into September 25. So then I did a whole week of just cruising, and then when I got my fight pushed forward, I was like, fuck, I just did a deload week. Like, I'm not even really going to get any decent week's training. I had 1 decent week's training, bro, and just went, fuck it, we'll figure it out when we're in there. Don't think too much about it, bro. Just get amongst it.
Dude, well, you had an incredible performance as someone wins the jackpot behind you. I got to ask you, obviously your teammate Aaron, he's up next, Aaron Tauzemup. How excited are you for him next week, potentially being able to also get this contract alongside with you?
Oh, bro, I trust in him for sure, big time. We always say like to each other, like, you know, some can and some can't, bro, but we can, you know. And yeah, we'll be the next big multi-star superstars, and I think we need that. We need someone like us, someone to defy the odds, defy our you know, livelihoods and everything that we went through. We need someone to defy everything that people said we couldn't do, you know. And we're the guys to do it. And yeah, we'll be inspiring the next set of athletes.
Yeah, bro. Now that's super important, man. As we wrap up, gotta ask you, what's your message to the 205 division? The people are watching now. You're now newly in the division. You've got a fight lined up, but what would be your message to the guys in the division?
Oh, just stay tuned. I'm coming, and I'm coming out of the bed out of hell, bro. Yeah, if you sleep on me, I'll take every inch, you know. So yeah, keep your eyes on me, guys, when I'm coming.
All right, guys. Make sure to follow the man at Navajo Stirling, the new big star in the 205 division, taking the fight, short notice, new opponent with a staph infection, looking great, and a new date set up already for November, December, hopefully. Navajo Stirling, dude, congratulations. And thanks for joining me from the airport, brother. Whoever won the jackpot behind you, congratulate them as well.
Yeah, we'll do, bro. See you
Have a safe trip, man. Thanks so much, dude.